Partaya pradibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena svayam Vyasena kraditam Purana muninam madhye Mahabharatam. Kevalam jnanamurtim dvandvadidam gaganasatrisam tattvamasyadilaksham ekam nityam vimalamachalam sarvadi sakshibhutam bhavaditam trigunarahitam sadgurum tam namami. Partaya pratibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena svayam Vyasena graditam Purana muninam Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Vrutavarshini Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam anusandadami Bhagavad Gita Bhavatpeshinim. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Gamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today, Krishna speaks about Kshetra and Kshetrajnya to Arjuna. The matter in which we exist and the consciousness which stays in the matter. About these two clearly explains all of us are some way or other, whether you understand or not, whether you experience it or not, related to this whole universe. The consciousness, which is the root cause, they say Adi Moola, not only the origin, and it is cause. Please understand. Origin and cause. From where it comes and on which it stays. The whole universe, the universal consciousness, is the space in which we all happen. Here Krishna explains about the wave and the ocean. Ocean is universal consciousness. Whatever words you may use, God or Atman, Buddhists use Nirvana, or Vedantis say Brahman, and Muslims say Allah, whatever names you may use, but all these things means the same, the cosmic energy, universal consciousness. Krishna reveals the secrets of wave. We are all waves, and this whole is ocean. Krishna reveals the secrets about the wave and about the ocean and how you can experience the oneness with the ocean. Our only problem in the life is somehow we forgot we are part of the ocean. We forgot that we belong to ocean. We forgot we belong to Kshetrajnya. The word Kshetrajnya means the consciousness who is cause for the field to function. Kshetra means field. Kshetrajnya means knower of the field. Kshetra means body. Kshetrajnya means consciousness which knows that it has got body. Your consciousness is Kshetrajnya. This matter, body is Kshetra. Here, today is revealing all the secrets which is related to Kshetra and Kshetrajnya. If you don't know the secrets of Kshetrajnya, Kshetra will start acting as if he is the owner. For example, a small example, you get a new car and you sit in the car, start driving. Suddenly after 10 minutes you realize you don't know how to stop it. You don't know how to stop it. If you don't know how to stop it, you are not driving the car. Car is driving you. Same way, you get into this mind, get into this body, you start living. Suddenly at one point, you see, you find, you are not able to stop your body or mind. It goes as it wants. If you have the habit of drinking coffee morning 7 o'clock, you don't have to remember by seeing the watch. The moment it becomes 7, inside coffee, the bell will ring. And if you are habituated for smoking, the moment that mood comes, any situation related to that mood comes, immediately you feel like smoking. The whole life, your whole system is not under your control. The body and mind starts living instead of you experiencing or enjoying the body and mind are living you. Instead of you driving the car is driving you. Same way, you get into this car, body and mind. When you are not able to control them as you want, when you are not able to handle them as you want, be very clear, you are not driving body and mind are driving you. You are not the owner of body and mind are your owners. That is what today I have given, that's why I gave the topic, eat before you are eaten. Control the body and mind, or body and mind will control you. Bring the body and mind under your consciousness. I tell you, body and mind both are good servants, but not good leaders. As a servant, they are great. Of course, without body or mind, you cannot live the life. You cannot enjoy the life. They are needed. You need them. But unless they are under your control, you will not be living, they will be living. Only two options. Either you will be enjoying them or they will be enjoying you. In the beginning, you can start smoking. After some time, smoke will be enjoying you. Smoking will be enjoying you. In the beginning, you will start drinking. After some time, drinking will be drinking you. After some time, the drinking will be drinking you. And in the beginning, you start the habit. After some time, the habit is living your life. The habit is enjoying your life. You are no more a living person. You are just a set of habits which is continuously repeated without your control. It's like getting into the car without reading owner's manual. Without reading owner's manual, you get into the car and start using it. Suddenly you realize you don't know where the handbrake is and you don't know how to turn this side or how to turn that side. Same way, when you enter into the body and mind without knowing how to handle them, you are in the same situation. Control, bring the body and mind under your control before you are brought under their control. Otherwise, they will bring you under their control. One more thing. Whether it is material life or spiritual life, unless your body and mind are under your control, whatever you think or whatever you want to do, whole thing is just waste. For example, from morning till night, you sit and make all big plans, analyzing all the data. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. In the end of the day, automatically, without even your control, you just drink and sleep. What's the use of the whole day plan? Nothing. You go on creating what you want to do, but at the end of the day, body behaves as it wants and the mind behaves as it wants. Naturally, your whole life moves in a logicless way. Logicless way. You are working so much to lift your life, your body, your mind, and that goes as it wants. Then naturally we end in suffering. Life, the very word life can happen to you only when body and mind are under your control. As long as the body and mind are not under your control, as long as the body and mind are not under your control, you will not be able to experience even the word life. Till body and mind are under your control, you are not living. Your engraved memories are leaving you. Till you experience the Kshetrajnya, means the knower of the field, the life never starts. That's why in the Vedic system, only when his individual consciousness is awakened, he is called born. Till then, his birth is not accepted. Please be very clear. According to Vedas, if somebody is considered a human being, means only when his consciousness, inner consciousness is awakened, only when his individual consciousness is awakened, he is considered as human being. He is considered as person who has taken birth. Till then, you are just one among the animals. Till then, you cannot be called as Manushya. They say in Sanskrit the word Manushya means, of course, the Manushya has got two meanings. One is the descendant of Manu, and another one is man who can handle the mind, who has gone beyond the mind. There are two different meanings. Descendant of Manu. Manu is supposed to be the forefather. Descendant of Manu, and man who is able to handle the mind. Only when you are able to handle the mind, you become Manushya. In Sanskrit they say, Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jakratam. Only when your individual consciousness is awakened, you are called man. See, in India, in Vedic system, the moment child reaches 7-year-old, he will be initiated into Gayatri. We should understand one important thing. Vedic religion, Sanatana Dharma is the only Dharma. Hinduism is the only Dharma where there is no baptism. You are not given any faith You are not given any concept. You are not given any philosophy. No. You are not asked to believe anything. You are just given a technique to control your body and mind. That's all. The mantra, the very word taught to a child when he is 6 or 7, the Gayatri mantra, even the very meaning of the mantra is, let me meditate on the energy which awakens my consciousness. Let that consciousness help me to meditate on it. That's all. Om Tat Savidurvarenyam Barho Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Please be very clear. This mantra don't have any other meaning. It is not related to any devatas. There is no mention of Gayatri Devi with 5 faces. No. This mantra means, let me meditate on consciousness which awakens my intelligence. Let that consciousness help me to meditate on it. That's all. First thing our rishis wants us to do, our enlightened masters wants us to do is, first thing, bring your body and mind under your control. First, learn how to live with your body and mind. Gayatri mantra is owner's manual for body and mind. If you have a car, owner's manual is a basic need. Without owner's manual, if you start driving a car, it is whose mistake? It is your mistake. All the vehicles you can see, on the airbag there will be a small note. It may cause serious injury. Don't put kids in front. Kids below the 12 should not sit. And there are some serious important instructions, warnings. Same way, and there will be one more warning. Read owner's manual to know more about the airbag. Same way, the moment you enter into the body, around the age of 7 only, you start handling your body. Till the age of 7, you start living only in the instinct level. Only at the age of 7, your intellect starts working. You start making decisions. The moment you start making decisions, first thing you should know is how to bring body and mind under your control. That is the reason the Vedic masters, they teach us to awaken the intelligence, to awaken the consciousness. Before entering into the car, read owner's manual. Before entering into the body and mind, master your consciousness. First thing you are taught is to bring the body and mind under your control. To bring the body and mind under your control so that you can handle them. You can start working with them. Arjuna starts. Arjuna uvacha prakritim purushan chaiva kshetram kshetrajnya cha edat vedidum ichchami jnanam jnaya cha keshava. Sri Bhagavan uvacha. Bhagavan gives the reply. Idam sariram kaundeya kshetramitya vidiyate yedatyo vedidam prahu kshetrajnya idi tatvitaha. Let me give you the translation. Arjuna asks, Krishna, I wish to know about the nature of Prakriti and nature of Purusha. I wanted to know the Kshetra and Kshetrajnya. I wanted to know the body and mind, which is Kshetra, consciousness, which is Kshetrajnya. I wanted to know about the vehicle and owner, field and the knower of the field. Please reveal the secrets to me. And Krishna starts his explanations. Oh, Kaundeya means son of Kundi. Oh, Arjuna, this body is called the field. The person who knows this body, who feels this body, is knower of the field, Kshetrajnya. Please understand, whatever you know is not you. If you can know something, it is not you. I can read because this is away from me. If you can know this body, this is not you. If you can know your mind, your thoughts, that is not you. If you can know your emotions, please be very clear, that is not you. Whatever is known by you is not you. You are away from that. You are above that. That is why you are able to know that. Whether it is body, thought, or your emotions, whatever is known by you is not you. Here he says, the body is Kshetra, means the matter, field. Consciousness is Kshetrajnya. Who experiences the body is knower of the field. Now, we need to separate these two. Once we separate these two, body also will be blissful, joyful, consciousness also will be liberated. When these two joins, that is where the problem starts. That is where the trouble starts. The one-liner, one guy says, my sign is earth, my wife's sign is water, we both make mud. My sign is earth, my wife's sign is water, we both make mud. As water is beautiful, as earth it is beautiful. When they both join, that is where we make mud. As a consciousness, it is beautiful. As a body, it is beautiful. When they both meet, that is where the trouble starts. Here all we need to know, understand the field and the knower. What is you and what is not you? That is what we need to understand. Big problem in our life is we start thinking as we. See, when you identify yourself, when we identify ourselves too much with something, we start thinking that is we. Instead of understanding that is mine, you start thinking that is you. The mind becomes I. See, as long as this table is mine, there is no problem. If I suddenly start thinking this table is me, then problem starts. As long as you think your body and mind are yours, mine, you have no problem. But when you start identifying the body and mind as you, then starts the whole trouble. Here, Krishna says, what is Kshetra and what is Kshetrajnya? And he starts explaining inch by inch. Whatever is not you, when you understand that, you will never feel you have to renounce them. You don't even have to renounce them. Just you will know the way in which the body will work, the way in which the mind will work. Neither you will feel that they are torturing you, nor you will feel like torturing them. See, the people who are tortured by body and mind are the people who are caught in the world, who are caught in the troubles. There is another group of people who continuously torture the body and mind in the name of tapas, in the name of penance. I have seen, especially in India, I have seen people sitting on nails for 5 years, standing on nails, standing with one leg, torturing the body, rolling on the ground, torturing the body. There is no need. walking on the fire. There is no need to torture your body. Actually, you torture your body because you think your body is torturing you. You take revenge. This extreme is a person who is caught in the sense pleasures and killing himself. This extreme is the other person who is torturing his body. Both don't know how to handle the body and mind. Person who knows how to handle the body and mind will enjoy, will feel so much of easiness. He will feel such a relaxed feeling with his body and mind. He will enjoy intensely all the pleasures and all the comforts, but he will never abuse the body. See, enjoying is different, abusing is different. Enjoying means mind and body, both will be in tune. You will feel such a beautiful easiness, relaxed feeling, homeliness, sense of comfort. But many times, you think you are enjoying, but your body and mind are not in tune. Especially late night, when you are sitting and watching some movie, till 2 o'clock, your eyes are burning. Your eyes are burning. Your body is begging, please give me a little rest. When some advertisement comes, your eyes are automatically closing. And you wanted to fall, you wanted to sleep, but you are saying, no, I will sit. Don't think these are enjoyments. They are not pleasure. You are not using your body, you are abusing your body. A person who knows the body and mind, who can keep the body and mind under control, will never abuse the body. Why do you sit and watch till 3 o'clock? Because your mind is not under your control. Your mind feels a sort of a taste. So for the sake of mind, you abuse the body. For the sake of mind, abusing the body is pleasure. I can say, too much of pleasure. Real pleasure is nothing wrong. For the sake of mind, abusing the body. This is one type. Another one type, for the sake of mind, abusing the body. That is tapas, penance. Those people, they wanted to have some peace, or they don't know what is exactly peace or bliss. So they go on disrespecting the body, torturing the body, making the body to stand in one leg and stand on the nails, or so many other things, walking on the fire. We continuously abuse the body or mind in some way or other. Masochist, sadist. Sadist will be always masochist. Masochist will be always sadist. Torturing others will happen only when you torture yourself. You will torture yourself naturally. If you torture yourself, naturally you will torture others. Be very clear. You torture others only when you don't feel comfortable within yourself. Only when you are unease, only when you are in low mood, you torture others. Torturing others is directly related to torturing yourself. If you think you are mind, you torture body. If you think you are body, you torture your mind. Person who knows the secrets of body and mind neither tortures them nor abuses them. He knows how to use them and how to live blissfully with them. His inner space is flowing, overflowing with bliss, and his outer space is filled with comforts and pleasures. Here, Krishna reveals the secrets, how to keep the body and mind in a beautiful, blissful energy, and how to keep your inner space in the blissful consciousness. Kshetrajnyam cha bimam viddhi Sarva kshetreshu bharata Kshetrajnya jnanam yatta jnanam matam mama. O Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. Beautiful. He makes two statements. I am the knower in all the bodies, and to understand the knower and the body is knowledge. Understanding the field and knower, understanding body, mind and the consciousness is what is knowledge. He says, I myself reside as consciousness in every being. Your consciousness is God. There is no separate thing. Your consciousness is God. The problem is, you started suddenly thinking that you are body and mind. The person who understands he is consciousness. He liberates himself. He is called liberated, enlightened. He becomes Buddha. He becomes Buddha. Consciousness is God. Actually, God plus body mind is man. Man minus body mind is God. That's all. Man minus body and mind is God. God plus body mind is man. Beautiful story about knowing the body and mind and how we miss the consciousness that we are consciousness. Whether you believe it or not, we are all consciousness. How we miss it and how we miss our life. How we miss our life and how we miss our life. There was a lioness about to give birth to a cub. She tried to attack flock of sheep, but it was too much. The jump was too big. She was not able to attack. She was not able to catch any goat. She fell on the ground and gave birth. In that shock, she gave birth to a cub and died. The flock of sheep which were there, they saw the newborn baby. They just went around. They started playing with it. They felt that we should take care of this cub. They do not know it's a lion. They just thought we should take care of this cub. They started taking care of that cub. They gave same way. They gave the goat milk and grass, and that guy also started eating. He started eating the same way, and he grew up along with the sheep. After some time, slowly, problem started. It has to start. It has to start. Suddenly the mother goat started raising the complaints. He is too arrogant. He is beating us all. He is not playing the games properly, and we are not able to play with him. And naturally he was sidelined. Nobody wants to play with him. Because if any argument comes, no argument, straight away punishment. No argument. And after few days, the lion itself started feeling that, what is this? I don't feel I am living. Is this all life? Just eating little grass and making some sound, going around, and I don't feel I am living the whole life. Whenever it sees the forest, it always had a temptation to go in and explore that forest But the mother sheep has warned, that is the one thing which you should never do. Because the sheep was also thinking, this is one more sheep. The mother sheep was thinking, this is one more sheep. So mother has warned, that is the one thing which you can never do, which you should never do. You are not allowed to enter into the forest because lions are there. You will be killed. Understand? This whole story is how a seeker, how a man takes birth, and how he starts seeking, and how he achieves. It's a wonderful story. I love this story. Again and again I try to tell this story. Mother says, no, you cannot go there. Never go there. There will be lions. Anyhow, this fellow somehow suppresses his search or his feeling of emptiness. But after some time, he decided, I think this is not for me. This is not for me. But somehow the mother sheep managed by pressure. She did some drama, weeping, crying, convincing, and finally she got this lion married. Lion was now married. Small story. One more small story. There was a big marriage going on in the forest. King and queen, lion and lioness is getting married. Big festival. All the animals of the forest gathered. They are all celebrating. In the center, the party is going on. The dance is going on. Only the lions are dancing. The dance floor is occupied fully by lions. All the animals are a little afraid, so they are standing out. The whole party is going on. The program is going on. Suddenly, one rat jumps in the center and starts dancing. One lion caught the rat. How dare you come inside the dance floor? Don't you see all the animals are standing outside? Here only lions dance. The rat said, keep quiet. Before the marriage, I was also lion. Anyhow, this guy got married. After a few years, again he starts thinking. He starts analyzing. What is going on? I am just living the same life, eating, moving around, and just normal life. I feel something seriously is missing. I am missing something. I found whatever a person can get, best things, but inside me some emptiness, something is empty. I don't feel fulfilled. What is happening to me? He started searching. The seeking starts. Maybe he's around the age of 40. He's around the age of 40. Then suddenly one day, lion attacks the sheep again, attacks the flock again. When the lion attacked the flock, all the sheep ran away. This lion sheep, neither lion nor sheep, the lion sheep, it neither felt like running away, nor it had the courage to stand and face. Because the guy who is trying to attack, he looks so graceful. Something is different. He has never seen a being or a beast like this. So slowly, somehow, unconsciously, this lion sheep feels attracted towards lion. Because of that attraction, neither he ran away, nor he had the courage to stand, because he thinks he is a sheep. So he slowly walks, looking at the lion, he walks. He is walking behind, but looking at the lion. His face is towards the lion. But he is slowly walking. Lion straight away comes near him and catches him. This fellow starts blurting, "Oh, leave me, don't kill me, don't kill me." Lion says, "Fool, I have not come to kill you. You are a lion. Why are you shouting? Why are you blurting? Why are you thinking that I am going to kill you? You are a lion." He said, "Lion?" Then sheep lion started thinking that this lion is trying to cheat and take him to the forest. So he got frightened. No, leave me. Don't tell me all these things. Leave me. Lion said, "Fool, you are a lion. Why don't you understand?" He said, No, I am sheep. And somehow he escaped and ran away. Even though he escaped and ran away, he is not able to forget the lion. He is not able to forget the lion. After 1 week, again, he started feeling like meeting the lion. 1 week that fear will be there. After the first glimpse, how the Arjuna had, once you have the first experience, there will be little fear after the first experience. And after a week, the fear slowly subsided. This guy started thinking again, I think I should meet that lion once more. One part of the mind is saying, no, I am afraid, he may kill me. The other part of being is saying, no, it was a bliss, such a bliss, so beautiful, so graceful. I think we should meet him. Please be very clear. Unless you have enlightenment within yourself, you will not feel attracted towards an enlightened person. If you feel attached, if you feel connected, if you feel that you are in tune with an enlightened person, be very clear, you have enlightenment within you already. If you don't have that already within you, you will not even feel connected. If you have not grown, if you have not become mature to that level, you will not even feel connected. So there are millions of people in this city. Why only few hundred are sitting here? And not only that, there are thousands of people who have come and gone. Why only few hundred are sitting regularly? The moment you feel attracted towards this teaching, be very clear, the enlightenment which is in you has started expressing, started opening. That's the reason the lion sheep or sheep lion feels or remembers the lion. Then it thinks, I think I should go and see the lion. But how to see? You don't know. Lion never sends flyer. Here I am doing program. Or you can meet me there. Lion never sends any flyers. How to see? But he waits. This sheep lion always comes near the forest. He comes to the boundary of the forest, the boundary of the meadow and the forest. He waits there every day. Can I catch the glimpse of the lion? After 2-3 months, again once more the lion appears. But the moment this sheep lion sees the lion, again he is caught in the fear. He is waiting more than 3-4 months to see the lion, but the moment he saw him, again the fear came up. This time the lion came near and asked, "How are you?" The sheep lion said, he started blurting again. I said, No, I'm. He's not able to answer, but he's not running away. Earlier he ran away. This time he's not running away, but he's not able to answer. The lion said, "Don't worry, if you are afraid, I will go away. I am not going to kill you because you are a lion. I won't eat you. I can't eat you. So I won't kill you. And I have no use because of you. I have no use because of you. There is no need for me to be here if you are afraid. If you are not afraid, I will stay here and spend few minutes with you. Otherwise I am going." And the lion started walking back. The sheep lion shouted, no, 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 please be here, please be here. Please spend few minutes with me. Then the sheep lion says, don't come very close, you can stand little distance, but talk. I want to spend some time with you, but not very close, at some distance. Please be there, at 10 feet distance. And I will stand here, but please spend some time with me. The sheep lion, neither he is able to forget the lion, nor he wants to go near. This is the next phase. Neither he is able to live near, nor he wants to escape. So around 15 feet distance, he stands and talks. But again and again, the lion is saying, you are lion, fool, you are thinking you are a sheep, and you are living with that other, your friends. They are not your friends. They are not your life. This is not the way you are supposed to live. This guy starts thinking. Slowly the doubt, maybe this lion is trying to take me inside the forest and eat. That doubt has disappeared. Now, the sheep lion understood. Lion is not saying all these things because lion has got some benefit. No, lion has no benefit because of me. It has no benefit by me. I have nothing to offer to him. And he is not going to have any benefit from me. Only when that confidence comes, only when that happens in disciple's mind, he starts trusting the words of the master. That is why in the Vedic system, spiritual knowledge is always free. We believed spiritual knowledge is free unless you understand, no way I am going to contribute to the master. No way master is missing me. I am not going to add anything to him which he is not having. Only when you understand that, you will start trusting his words. The trust between the master and disciple will happen only when disciple understands, I have nothing to add in his being. He has got enough of everything. He is overflowing. He is sharing because he is overflowing. He is not giving anything to take something from me. He is just overflowing. It is his very being. Only when you understand that, you will start trusting the master's words. So now, the sheep lion has started trusting that much. Lion is not going to kill me and eat. If he wants to kill and eat, long before he could have done it. Now one thing is sure, he is not going to have anything from me. But why is he telling, I am lion, I am lion? Only then you start even experimenting. Till you understand whatever master says is for your benefit, you will never try to experiment with those words. Only when you understand you have nothing to give, or he doesn't need anything. He is just overflowing out of his ecstasy. Too much of joy, bliss, he is sharing just out of his ecstasy. Only then we start analyzing. We start thinking. Then why he speaks all these words? The sheep lion thinks, he looks so courageous. Sheep lion thinks about the lion. He looks so courageous, so bold, and he looks so graceful, and he is radiating so much of confidence. And it doesn't look like telling lie. You can very clearly find out, seeing the eye of the person, whether he is lying or telling the truth. You don't need anything. You don't need a lie detector. You don't need a lie detector. Just look into the eyes of the other person. You will know whether he is saying lie or truth. He doesn't look like a liar. Then why is he telling again and again, I am lion, I am lion? I know I am a sheep. Why is he telling I am a lion? Then the lion says, I think you are not interested in believing me. Anyhow, I am not interested in wasting my time. I am going. But this sheep lion begs, no, please. At least give me one appointment. Lion says, what for you want appointment? No, I will think about whatever you told me. I will go back to the house and think. Then come back and put my doubts. To ask my questions. Lion says, all right. After 1 month, I will meet you once more in the same place. Then 1 month, this sheep lion is contemplating. How can I be lion? I know for sure I am sheep. I eat grass. I blood like sheep. And I go around with sheep. And how can I be lion? He thinks, and he brings all great philosophical questions. All the questions which I am answering, they are just the same. All philosophical questions. And they must be having some book, the Goat's Bible or Goat's Philosophy. And he read all the books and brought all the questions. Goat's Gita. And all the books he read. And all the questions which he wants to ask, which mother never answered. Mother or father never answered. He got all the questions. One important thing, he never told mother he met the lion. Because if she knows, she will stop him. She will not allow him to go to that edge of the forest or the boundary of the forest. She will tell him, never go. You have to only in the meadows. You cannot go to the other side of the meadow. These young guys, always their parents are afraid. They will send the young boys to the temple, but never to the swamis. Never to the spiritual masters. Because always there is a danger. See, Vivekananda is great as long as he takes birth in neighbor's house. Not in our house. He is great as long as he takes birth in somebody else's house. But never in our house. Anyhow, finally after 1 month, the appointment day came. That day, this sheep lion collected the best grass and whatever best things he knows, he collected everything as offering to lion, and he brought everything, whatever he knows as best. He brought everything and offered to the lion, please have all these things. I preserved all these things carefully for you. Seeing the love of the sheep lion, the lion also acts as if he is eating, as if he is enjoying, just to please the sheep lion, or just to make the sheep lion feel connected, zeroing down the distance. Zeroing down the distance. The sheep lion should feel comfortable. It should feel connected. Only then anything can happen. Transformation or transmission of knowledge can happen. Just to make the sheep lion feel comfortable, the lion acts as if it is eating. As if it is eating. Naturally the sheep lion asks, is it good? Is it tasty? Lion says, yes, really it is tasty. It is nice. I am very happy you cook nicely. You did nice job. Some compliment. After everything is over, again lion starts. Fool, I am telling you again and again, but you are not ready to listen. By now, sheep lion knows what he is thinking is wrong, but he is not able to understand how the lion is saying he is lion. By now he came to a conclusion, what I am thinking is wrong, but I am not able to understand what he is saying is right. Now I can understand what I am thinking is wrong. How can I be sheep? Because the color is different. Some few logic. So if I am sheep, I will also be like them. But I am thinking differently. And I am not feeling satisfied or comfortable with that life. means I am something more, but I am not able to understand how I am lion. I am not understanding what he says, but I am not sure of what I am thinking about me. What I am thinking about me is wrong, that is okay. But what he is saying is, I am not able to grasp that. He came to that point. Then lion calls him. All right, come, let's go to a nearby lake for a picnic. By now the sheep lion is a little comfortable with the lion. He says, all right, let us go for a picnic. I will also spend some time with you. When both of them went to the lake, suddenly the lion caught the neck of the sheep lion, dragged him near the water and showed, look at the water. He looks into the water. Yes, reflection. Are you seeing lion? Yes, I am seeing your reflection. You are standing. Are you seeing one more reflection? Yes, yes, I am seeing one more small lion. Your baby. Where is the baby? Your baby is not here, but the reflection is there. Is he inside the water? Lion says, fool, that is you. The sheep lion says, no, maybe he is hiding inside the water. That your baby is hiding inside the water. His reflection only is there. Call him out. Lion says, fool, it is not my baby, it is you. Then he shows, look, now I am moving out. Only you are standing. See what is happening. And he sees the reflection. Suddenly, the first shock happens to him. I think there is some truth in what this lion is saying. First shock. But again, he is frightened. If I am lion, I have to live in the forest. I cannot take that responsibility. And if I am sheep, I am so comfortable. Already I know all the friend sheep. And I get the regular food. I know where my food is available. I know where I cook. I know where I eat. I know where my house is. I know where my wife is and where my life is. I know. I am completely accustomed to the life of sheep. But if I understand that I am lion, the whole thing will be dropped. I have to renounce the whole thing. Very difficult. I have to take a big jump. That fear came up and simply he escaped. He ran away. Of course, after a few months, again, lion comes in search of this sheep lion. This time, lion comes in search of sheep lion. This time, the sheep lion is not bringing an offering. Lion is bringing offering, meat. It is bringing a meat. The moment it sees the sheep lion, it is not talking. No intellectual discourse, no philosophical discussion, no question answer, no argument. Straight away it catches the neck, opens the mouth and puts the flesh inside. Puts the meat in the mouth of the sheep lion. The moment sheep lion tasted the blood, the moment he tasted the meat, something reeled in his head. Something happened to his being. Something happened to his consciousness. Suddenly, he swallowed the meat and roared. By roaring, it achieved what we call enlightenment. And realized that it is lion from the beginning. It is lion from the day one. The same thing happens in our life. Again and again we think we are sheep. At some point we start suspecting, I am not feeling satisfied with this life. What is happening? And after some point, suddenly you see a lion the land starts teaching you, you are God, you are that energy, you are consciousness, and you run away. Start thinking in the home, I think he is having some plans. He wants to build ashram, that is why he is speaking all these things. And this is not for me. After a few days you understand, he has already got ashram. I don't have to build ashram for him. I don't have to contribute for his ashram. He is already having everything. He doesn't need anything. Then slowly you start analyzing. Then why is he coming every day sitting and saying the same thing? Every day he comes the same time. 2-3 hours he shouts and says the same thing. Why? You start analyzing. After a few days you start thinking. One thing is sure, whatever I think about me is wrong. But I don't know whatever he says is right or not. And after that, in some meditation, one glimpse of consciousness. When it happens, then again you run away. No, this is not for me. If it goes, if same thing happens, I may leave everything and go behind him. Or I may mean, after a few days, suddenly he catches your neck and puts little meat into your mouth. A solid spiritual experience. When that happens, something happens in your system, in your consciousness. Suddenly, you open your eyes and roar. Declare the experience which happened in your being. From the day one, you are that. From day one, the lion sheep is lion. But it needs one more lion to make the lion sheep realize it is lion. From the day one, you are knower, Kshetrajnya. From the day one, you are consciousness. But by mistake, you start thinking, your body-mind. How the sheep lion starts thinking. He is a sheep. Same way, you started thinking. Your body and mind. Suddenly a person who has already experienced his consciousness comes and guides you. This is consciousness and this is body-mind. Understand your consciousness. Here the same thing, the same story which I told is happening between Krishna and Arjuna. It is happening between Krishna and Arjuna. The same story is repeated in Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna is explaining what is Kshetra and what is Kshetrajnya. Mahabhutanyahankaro buddhiravyaktamevacha indriyani dasaiganja panchachendriya koshara ichchadvesha sukham dukkham sangaschedanaadrutihi edat kshetram samasena saviharamudahrutam. Krishna says 5 elements: false ego, the intelligence or the mind which takes the decision, and all the 10 senses. Please understand, here he says 10 senses. Dasaigamcha, indriyani dasaigamcha means we always think that we have 5 senses. No. Karmendriya is 5 and Jnanendriya is 5. 10 senses. Karmendriya means which gives out. Jnanendriya means which receives the knowledge. So here 10 senses. All of them, desire, aversion, joy and sorrow, the body, mutual attraction, consciousness. See, here when they say the word consciousness, it doesn't exactly... Actually, the word consciousness cannot be used. Conscience. When your conscience becomes rigid it becomes conscience. There's a big difference between conscience and consciousness. See, for you something is conscious, right? Out of your consciousness, you do something right or something is wrong. If you give the same teachings to your next generation, for them, something else will be right and wrong. If you force them to follow the same thing, if you give this as a morality to them, instead of giving them understanding, if you just give the law with a letter, without convincing the spirit, you are giving conscience to them. Understand? If you give them understanding also, then you are giving consciousness. But without giving understanding, without giving the spirit behind the law, if you just give the law, you are giving conscience. Please be very clear. Person with conscience will always suffer. He will never be happy whether he enjoys or he renounces. If he enjoys, he will be having the guilt. If he renounces, he will be having the missing feeling. Both the way he will suffer. Please understand. Never give conscience to your next generation. Always give understanding about life. Give them understanding and let them experience. Let them explore. I don't believe in morality. I believe in conscious experience. I don't believe in consciousness. I believe in consciousness. Conscience is given to you by society. Conscious is given to you by God. Conscious is your nature. Conscience is social condition. Here, Krishna says, conscious rigidity means conscience given by the society. So that naturally makes the whole life as a ritual. See, before doing anything, you should know what you are doing. Only if you know what you are doing, you will be able to do it intensely. If you don't know what you are doing, if you don't know the clear logical reason for what you are doing, you will never be able to completely put yourself into that. You will never be able to put yourself completely into that. Here, he says conscious rigidity means conscience, rules, that all these things are Kshetra, means the field. They are all matter. They are all matter. They are not energy. They are not your being. They are not you. Whatever is mentioned here, all are not you. You should understand. If you actually know what is not you, the moment you know what is not you, you are liberated. Even if you live with them, you are liberated. Even if you live with your body and mind, after knowing you are not body and mind, you will not be a slave. Please understand, slavery, the word slave can be used only as long as anything goes against your will. After knowing the body and mind, even if you live with the body and mind, you are not slave. You are not slave. Let me tell you a small story from a life of a great sage, Greek sage, Diogenes. It's a great enlightened master. One day, a group of warriors, they wanted to arrest him and sell him in the slave market. He used to be so graceful. They thought, if we can capture him and sell him in the slave market, we will get a good money. We will get a lot of money. They prepared some 5-6 guys with all the weapons, with all the preparation. They are approaching him to attack. I don't know, it is attacking us now. Hey, what's happening? This group of people, they go and try to attack him. They were surprised. If he has responded, naturally, they wouldn't have felt surprised. It is usual. They went with all the preparation to capture him. They were shocked, surprised because he did not attack them. He just kept quiet. And he said, "What do you want?" He's asking like a master. These 4 or 5 guys, they felt a little shy. One guy said, "We wanted to capture you and sell you in the slave market." Arey, for that you could have told me straight away. Why are you waiting half an hour, standing there making all the plans and talking, doing all those things? Come, put the handcuff. Where is your handcuff? Take it out from the bag. Put it. These guys are shocked. They are taken aback. First time they are seeing a man who is ordering to put the handcuff. He is speaking like a master. He says, "Put the handcuff." Still, why are you waiting? You could have told me directly, I would have come. Why are you still waiting? And finally, somehow they took out the handcuff and put in his hand. And then the other end in their hand. They tied in their hands. He said, "Fool, don't you believe me? I am myself telling you to put the handcuff. Why are you tying with your hand? Come, let's go. Where you want to sell me, take. But be very clear, don't run away from me. Don't run away from me." This people who have caught him, they are now little frightened. They are not able to understand what is going on. They are not able to understand what is happening. And slowly, they started feeling small. Diogenes says, "Fools, I know the knack or the technique of freedom. I have already experienced the tremendous inner freedom. So I know nothing can bind me. Try your best to play your game. Let us see where it leads." And he walks. And he walks on the road like a king. And these guys are walking like slaves. People are standing in the road. When they saw him, he said, "They are all my slaves. They can't leave me. They are all my slaves. They can't leave me." One guy is asking, "Hey, you are only slave. We are not slave." He said, "You see, don't tell I am your slave. Because even now, if you leave, I will run away. But now I am leaving you. Will you run away?" Diogenes says, "If you take this handcuff, I will run. But I am taking this handcuff. I am letting you all free. Will you run? You will not. You need something from me. Because of that, you are my slaves. I don't need anything from you. Because of that, I am not your slave. You may not have the handcuffs, but slavery is related to being, not related to body." Then they take him to the market. Straight away he walks to the table where the slaves are supposed to stand and the auction will start. He comes and stands. One guy shouts, "Here is a slave. If you want to bid, please come out. We are starting the auction. If you have enough money to bid for him, you are welcome to start the bidding." Suddenly Diogenes says, "Stop. Don't say, 'Here is a slave.' Tell, 'Here is a master.' And if you can afford to bid for him, come." If you have enough money to bid for him, come. You can take him. Of course, nobody dared to come and take him. And naturally, after 3 days, these guys, they felt, why unnecessarily feeding and taking care of him? And nobody is going to take him. Let us at least let him free. So automatically, they got frightened and they thought, if we sit here continuously, at some point, he may sell us. And he may convince us and he may sell us. We don't know what this guy will do. And we don't know about him. So they left him and ran away. Of course, the story is a story, but the truth behind the story, the idea behind the story, as we understood, once you understand, you are not the body and mind, nothing can enslave you. You can never become a slave. Even slavery cannot enslave you. Slavery can enslave you as long as you are not ready to cooperate the slavery. Please understand, it's a very subtle point. If you understand you are beyond body and mind, if somebody tries to enslave you, you will not resist. When you don't resist, you will never be slave. Anything which goes against your will only can enslave you. Here, you are in a totally different space, you are totally different consciousness, and nothing can go against your will. And you will never have a will which can make you feel like a slave. And you will be just flowing with the river. You will be just flowing with the current. You will disappear into the divine. So nothing like slavery can happen to you. Your very consciousness will be beyond slavery. Your very being will be beyond slavery. And nothing can enslave you. That's the reason here Krishna teaches you the secret of understanding the body, mind and consciousness. Kshetra and Kshetrajnya. In those days only all this physical slavery existed. Now psychological slavery. Understand, many ways we are living in a psychological slavery way. We are psychological slaves of many things. When something is advertised, straight away it goes and sits in your head. And within few days you do something and get money and spend for that. We live in psychological slavery world. The world in which we are psychological slaves. Once you understand the body and mind, you will go beyond the physical and psychological slaveries. You will be totally experiencing the consciousness of freedom. Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa shantirarjavam acharyo vasanam sausam stairyam atmavinigraha indriyarteshu vairagyam anahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanudarshanam asaktir anavishvanga puttradhara grihadishu nityancha samasittatvam ishtanishto bhavaddishu mayi chananya yogena bhaktiravya vicharini vivikta deshe vitvam aradirjana samsati adhyatmanyana nityatvam tatvajnanartha darshanam yedajnanamidhi proktam jnanam yadatonyata. In these 5 slokas, beautifully Krishna gives the technique. See, till this sloka he is giving the intellectual idea. Now he gives the technique to realize. Now he is giving the technology to experience what he says. I call these 5 slokas as an inner science technology. To liberate your inner space, to liberate your inner space, he gives the inner science technology, exact precise technique to liberate yourself from the Kshetra. How to liberate the consciousness from body-mind. How to bring body-mind under your control. You see, first thing, the moment you understand you are much powerful than body-mind, you are liberated from body-mind. Here he beautifully gives the technique of how to liberate yourself from body-mind, how to experience that consciousness.